For more than 90% of human existence, we did not live in cities. We did not build walls. We did not write laws. We walked across plains that had no names, under skies that judged no one, carrying nothing but memory, fear, and hope. This was humanity before society, long before villages, before kings, before borders. Humans lived in small bands, 20, maybe 30 people. They moved with the seasons. They followed animals. They listened to the land. No one owned the earth. The earth owned everyone. There was no wealth, no poverty, no rulers, only survival. Hunger was our clock. Rain was our calendar. When the animals moved, we moved. When rivers dried, we followed. Children learned by watching, elders taught by stories. Knowledge was not written. It was remembered and forgotten. Then something changed, not suddenly, not loudly, quietly. Humans learned to stay. Wild seeds were noticed. Plants were watched. Animals were tamed. For the first time, food waited for humans, and humans waited for food. Staying meant building. Building meant claiming. This land is ours. This water is ours. A dangerous sentence because once land is owned, someone must protect it, and someone must obey. At first, leaders were chosen by wisdom, by age, by experience. But power changes people. The man who guarded the grain decided who ate. The man who led the hunt decided who followed. And slowly, authority replaced equality. Rules were no longer spoken, they were enforced. Do not steal, do not cross, do not disobey. Punishment entered human life, not from nature, but from other humans. Mud turned into brick, paths turned into streets. Families turned into classes. Some worked the land, some ruled the land, some prayed, some fought. Civilization was born. With cities came disease, overpopulation, conflict, scarcity. The same walls that protected also trapped. Humans had gained stability, but lost freedom. Every society believes it is permanent, but nothing human ever is. The seeds of collapse were planted the same day civilization began. Humans stopped wandering and built the first societies. They believed they had conquered nature. They were wrong. When humans built their first societies, they did not know they were also building something else. Power, invisible at first, silent, patient. And once power appeared, it never left. In the earliest settlements, leadership was practical. Someone organized the hunt. Someone watched the grain. Someone spoke when danger came. But slowly, leadership stopped rotating. It settled. The same voices spoke every time. The same hands held authority. And people began to listen, not because they agreed, but because they feared the consequences of not listening. Hierarchy did not arrive with violence. It arrived with convenience. It was easier to let one person decide, easier to obey than to argue, easier to accept order than chaos. So humans divided themselves. Leaders, workers, warriors, elders, children, each role fixed, each place defined. Equality faded quietly. Before society, nothing was owned. After society, everything was. Land, water, animals, even people. Property created wealth. Wealth created inequality. And inequality created resentment. For the first time, humans had something to lose and something worth killing for. As villages became cities, Leaders became kings. Kings did not work the land. They did not hunt. They commanded. They lived above others, sometimes literally on hills, behind walls, inside palaces. Power was no longer shared. It was inherited. Bloodlines replaced wisdom. Power alone was not enough. Fear fades. Weapons rust. So societies created belief. The king was chosen by the gods. The ruler spoke for the spirits. Disobedience became sin. Religion and authority fused, not always to deceive, but always to control. Priests emerged. Shamans became officials. They interpreted signs. They spoke to the unseen, and the people listened. Because when survival depends on rain, and rain feels unpredictable, faith becomes necessary. Religion brought comfort, but also obedience. Rules were written, carved into stone, spoken aloud in public squares. Punishment became ritual, public, severe, memorable. Justice was no longer personal. It belonged to the state, and mercy became rare. Societies grew, borders expanded, and neighbors became threats. Men were trained to fight, not for survival, but for expansion. War became organized, predictable, endless. Victory brought land, land brought power. Power demanded more war. Empires rose quickly. They built roads, walls, monuments, but empires consume. They drained land. They exhausted people. They spread disease. The stronger they became, the more fragile they grew. Most humans did not rule. They served. They farmed land they did not own. They fought wars they did not choose. They obeyed laws written without their voice. Society promised protection, but delivered exhaustion. Still, people stayed.